Good morning and welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise.
A very good Tuesday morning to you. Welcome to News First Prime Time Sunrise live on MTV Sports. I am Shahin Jurampati. We start off with a look at your headlines this morning. 25 persons killed due to dengue during the first 4 months of the year. The death toll from the Nepal earthquake increases to 4,000. Railway control room says that the train accident which killed 4 in Kilinochchi was due to not adhering to signals. Now for those stories in detail. The railway control room says that the van which collided with the train in Arivial Nagar, Kilinochchi yesterday had travelled across the level crossing ignoring the signals. 4 persons were killed while 2 others were injured when the van collided with the train.
Railway control room points out that the van in question had attempted to move across the level crossing while the railway signals were on. The train plying from Kilinochchi to Vabunia had collided with the van. 3 of the deceased have been identified as members of the same family.
The debate on the 19th Amendment to the Constitution will be taken up in Parliament today as well. Speaking the News First, Deputy Speaker Chandana Veerakkody said that after the third reading of the amendment, the bill will be passed after it is taken up for voting.
The debate on the draft bill of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution is to commence at 9 this morning. Accordingly, the voting for the second reading and the committee stage voting and finally voting for the third reading are to take place today. The proposals put forward through the committee stage can be adopted through a normal vote. However, it is essential that the second and the third readings are approved with a 2/3 majority in order for the said amendment to the Constitution to be passed.
Meanwhile, parliamentarian Professor Rajiv Vijayasinghe expressed views about the agreement to pass a 19th Amendment to the Constitution.
His Excellency the President suggested that a small committee be appointed to go into the differences that all sides had with regard to the 19th Amendment. And this was a very good idea because all of us think the 19th Amendment is a very good thing. And we are deeply committed to reducing the power of the presidency. It was interesting the President wanted both Faiza Mustafa and myself, who had obviously supported him for the presidency, plus one of the brightest minds in the SAP, Honorable Priyadarshini Yapa, and the government side put forward 3 of its best people. Ajit Pereira, the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, who's very bright, Mr. Sumanthiran from the TNA, and Rauf Hakim. And there are 1 or 2 things that need to be ironed out. But I think what was saddest was that many other ideas emerged, and we were all unanimous on this. The need to strengthen parliamentary committee system through standing orders, trying to synchronize elections, the new electoral system. We all agreed these were necessary. We must do all this together. There are elements in the 19th Amendment which talk about standing orders. But see, we have to work on standing orders. And that was a commitment. It was the first commitment in the manifesto. But apart from my motion, which led to 1 meeting of the committee, nothing has been done on strengthening the committee system, and that is a vital aspect.
Well, relief items are pouring in from the public to the News First Sirasa Shakti Sri Lanka for Nepal humanitarian program as aid to those affected by the earthquake in Nepal, which has killed thousands. An initiative of News First, Sirasa and Shakti. The program is being assisted by the Ministry of Disaster Management, the Disaster Management Centre, the Security Forces and the Police Environment Unit. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is assisting in the coordination of this endeavour. Relief items are being collected at the Harrison's Building, 330 TB Jayamawata, Colombo 10. Since roads in Nepal have been ruined by the earthquake and since the Kathmandu airport is only open for relief services, we can only accept items on the list of essential items provided by the Nepalese authorities. Donations that are required are blankets, warm clothing, drinking water, milk powder, canned fish, dry rations, first aid kits, tents, baby products and women's sanitary items. Also making headlines this morning, the Ministry of Health says that since January this year, 25 persons have died due to dengue, while those contracted the disease has increased to 12,000.
The number of dengue patients this year has increased to 12,000. A large number of patients were reported in the month of January. However, this number decreased in the months of February, March and April. We also implemented Dengue Prevention Week in the beginning of April. With the rains experienced these days, there is the risk of an increase in the spread of dengue. Every year, a large number of dengue patients are reported and this intensifies into an epidemic with the rains. So far, 20 deaths have been reported. Therefore, it is important that the public to be cautious of the environments and destroy mosquito-breeding environments.
And that is a wrap of News First Primetime Sunrise for today. It is a pleasure having you with us. For the News First team, I'm Shahin Rampati. Hope you have a pleasant day ahead of you.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.